Hey, everybody. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. This is a live stream. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody 3 minutes to get the notifications, to know that we're live, and to pop on before I dig deep into this. So hit the like button, drop over in chat, tell me who you are, where you're watching from, and let me just tell you what happened to me last night during the first 3 minutes. So about 10:25, we're locking up the house, turning on the alarm, bringing the dogs in. Because like most of you, my dogs have a routine like my children did. So my husband opens up the front door, which faces the road, and he sees headlights. So he steps out and he tries to wave. Obviously, they didn't see him. So he comes through the house with our very large Dogo Argentina and goes out the back door. Hello, Angela. He walks out and the vehicle approaches the house. And my husband goes, "Can I help you?" And the gentleman was like, I'm lost. Well, let me tell you guys something about where I live. You don't get lost on my road. My road is known in my entire parish, which is a county for you, as a very dangerous road. It is owned by one family. Hi, everybody. And that family has been here for 150 years. This road has more murders and missing people than anywhere else in my parish. You don't accidentally on a Saturday night at 10:30 drive down my road. Okay, second thing, everybody in this community knows me as the white lady that lives on this road. And they're not being rude or disrespectful. I'm white, everybody else is black. I am that white lady. I'm Miss Sam. So my husband's standing out there. It's 10:30 at night, and he's got our very large 125-pound muscle dog who is trained for home protection beside him. And the guy's like, "Yeah, I'm lost." And my husband goes, "I doubt it." And the guy looks kind of funny because he's in a minivan to begin with, a 30-something-year-old man in a minivan. And there's no kids. So my husband's just looking at him. I'm standing on the porch. My hands are shaking. I knew it. Like I felt it in my spirit that this was wrong in every way. So I released the king shepherd and I released the small dog who will bite first. Both of them dart out and they go stand by my husband. So there's my husband standing in my front yard with these, guys, together they weigh 225 pounds, my two big dogs. So they're standing there with my husband. And the guy's like, "You got him fixed?" My husband said, "What?" He goes, "That Dogo. I know about Dogos." So Dogo Argentinas are power dogs, but they're hunting dogs. They are rare. They're only 100-year-old breed and they are expensive. The average Dogo is like a couple of $1,000s. My husband said he's fixed. You guys, this guy gets furious. "Why you fix him? Why you fix him? Why you do that?" My husband said, "So people like you wouldn't steal him and breed him." The guy gets quiet. He goes, "Oh, you must got money." My husband said, "You must got to get out of my driveway right this minute." So my neighbor whose cameras face the road coming, because I'm at the end of the road, right? I'm a dead end surrounded by woods. So my neighbor sent me the video of the car. This guy wasn't lost. He turned on our road and drove straight to my house in a minivan. What do all of y'all think he was fixing to do at 10:30 at night? He was going to attempt to steal my dog. Oh, you guys. So after all that, we locked the house up, armed the alarm. My husband slept, with the 9mm in his hand and all the dogs in the house. I anointed my white dog and I prayed over him. But, I just wanted to share my very unsettling story from last night, right? God bless our dogs, right? Like his intention in a minivan, there was two of them that we could see. Their intention was to pull up. We were going to be asleep and they were going to steal this very expensive dog to fighting or to breeding. But praise God, we had the foresight to fix our dog because we knew where we lived. We know the people around us. Remember yesterday, I think it was yesterday's video or the day before when I was telling from, from the book of Ecclesiastes, know what season you're in, but also be aware of where you are in life. Where do you live? What is considered currency where you live? Because currency is not always money. Currency can be a lot of things to a lot of people. And where I live, big, muscular dogs are currency. So, when you guys say in your prayers tonight, please pray over my animals. I've put a lot of money into my dogs. I love them very, very much. And ooh, boo, boo, I got video for the sheriff. I know nothing like major happened, but it's still going to the sheriff, because he's my friend. I got him on speed dial. I'm not playing with people. You're not taking my dogs. So now that we got that, right, Kelly, they are like my kids, man. Like they ride everywhere. They're my friends. They know I have my dogs, Miss Dolores, because our dogs are trained to protection. So when Steven's running errands, the dogo rides with him. When I run errands, my King Shepherd rides with me. The dogs, our vehicles are set up to comfortably, safely transport our dogs when we're running errands alone. We do that because the world is a crazy place, Exactly, Chantel. My dogs are attack dogs, but they are very friendly unless I tell them to attack. That's what that idiot didn't realize. He thought he saw two very big, beautiful dogs. They were going to take my dog, you guys. I am so mad. I got everybody in my neighborhood is now spreading the photo of the vehicle. And everybody's like, who is this? Who is this? Who dare try to take the white lady's dog? It's so funny. So I got my whole neighborhood. Like we're going to solve the mystery today at Starkey Farmstead. So I'll keep you guys updated, but let's get into this. What I have for you guys today is so extremely disturbing. I really didn't want to make this video. I really didn't, you guys. I didn't want to learn the information because once you learn something, you can't unlearn it. Once you know something, you can't unknow it. Once God shows you something, then he will hold you responsible for whatever it is you do with the information that you were shown. So I knew when I opened the door, I'm open for all of us today, that I was going to leave all of you in a place where you then had to deal with what I was giving you. So let me apologize before we begin that what I'm going to show you is going to disturb you. You're going to want to deny it. You're going to get a little angry with me. Please do not be mad at the messenger. I'm just bringing you what I learned. Hey, guys. All right. On this channel, on Starkey Farmstead, we have searched Maui for missing children together. We have handed out over $30,000 that you guys raised to needy people over 3 years, 30 grand on this little bitty channel. You guys are rock. Y'all are amazing. We have investigated fires, floods, and attempted assassinations. Together, we have solved crimes. We have prayed for sick, and we've had Bible studies. Some of you, to get out of my boat. You may throw your oars in the water and be like, I'm done with you, Sam. And I know that my heart will be bruised, and I will truly miss you if you leave. And I'm praying that you guys will accord me enough respect to let me fully give you the information before you turn me off. You've trusted me to dig into things that most people wouldn't even talk about. So at least let me tell you everything before you make your mind up about whether or not you're going to stay. I'm getting there, Amy. She's like, what's the information? Give it to me. I'm like, I'm getting there. We have discussed weather modification. We wrote a book together, Growing Under a Poison Sky. You guys wrote this book you were as much involved in this as Leslie and I was. By the way, you can purchase this everywhere. Please get your copy. You guys opened my eyes to so much of what our government has done. You took me out of my garden and shoved me into a plane to go investigate missing children. That's how much we have done as a group. And I truly believe that all of us can discuss this like rational adults. If you won't hear me out and believe what I show you today, then you really honestly should not believe anything I've ever told you. So what I'm saying is that if you've believed me up to now, then you have no reason not to continue to. We know the following. There is a shadow government in the United States. We know that the Illuminati have a code of ethics that's very different from the one that you and I apply to our daily life. They tell us what they're going to do before they do it using buzzwords. I love you too, Matthew. You and I, are referred to as useless eaters and its. They're like it. We are an it to them. Please, if you're on, make sure that you hit the like button so that this video gets pushed out in the algorithm. They inbreed. We know that the elite intermarry and inbreed because they believe that they are some type of advanced human. All right. They believe that their DNA is either from fallen angels or genetically more valid than yours and mine. So they've done it. They do. You read about it when you learned about England and the kings and queens, didn't you? This king married his second cousin. They do it on purpose. They believe and started eugenics. Eugenics not only entails what happened with the Holocaust, but eugenics as in abortion, and now in Canada as MAID, assisted suicide. Okay. They lie to us. These people are so rich that anything that they want, they can have. Because they intermarry and interbreed, they are sociopaths. The only sin that they consider sin is losing what they are attempting to do. It's not finishing what has been handed down for generations for them to do. They practice pagan religions that are based on Babylon and Sumer. The middle class, you and I, are the most dangerous thing to these people, which we may call Illuminati or the elite as we go through this video. Because we are intelligent, we are capable, and we can feed ourselves. And if we can't feed ourselves, we can unite together to help feed those who need to eat. Education has become indoctrination. Healthcare has become sick care. Freedom has become surveillance. Religion has become control. Hey, JF, how are you, friend? All right. Through movies and books, we are told what their future for us looks like. Some people call it predictive programming, MK Ultra, whatever word you want to use. You and I both know that they use numerology. Dates, times, places are very important to these people. May not be to you and I because we're under the blood. But as for them, there is when they're born into their bloodlines, they are given a duty, profound duty to see something through, to the end. Plan for generations. There are people that you and I have in our daily lives that we think are safe. Podcasters, media, politicians. Those people have been placed there to control what we think. They shove us through information like cattle to a kill chute. New World Order elites use methods. These, all of what I just said, these are all methods that they use. They're ritualistic and magical in meaning. They are taunting us. They know what they're doing. They put it in our faces. Us, you and I, the ones that are awake and aware, secure in our knowledge that the great mass of people have become dumbed down by public education. Children who cannot be indoctrinated are either pushed through the GATE program for gifted and talented education, or they are medicated to be controlled. Understand what I just said. There's only two roads for children who will not be indoctrinated. If they're smart enough, they put them in GATE, gifted and talented, and they build the knowledge of that child into something that they can then further their cause. Or they put your child in special education and label your child as disruptive and medicate your child into a zombie. Thank you, itty bitty kitty. God bless you for the super chat, friend. All of this is by design. As Luciferians, because that is what the elites are, they are Luciferians. They worship Lucifer. That is their God. When they say Christ is king, they mean the Antichrist. They mean Lucifer. Hashtag Christ is king. No. Hashtag Jesus is Lord of Lords and King of Kings. The difference is profound, but easily overlooked. Our calendars have been manipulated. Our time has been adjusted. Ephesians and Ecclesiastes tell us that there is a time for everything. And friends, today it is our time. I kept asking you guys about 7 generations in Arizona. What did it mean? Why is it so important to these people, to the Mormons, who we know now after weeks of investigating, they are Masons? It is because of superstition. There's something called the Superstition Mountains. And when you cross over those in Arizona, there's a place called Phoenix. The Phoenix is a symbol of the Masons, a symbol of death and rebirth. Today, I'm going to introduce meat to those of you who are children of Jesus. I'm going to feed you meat. It is time to get you off of the milk of this world. Because forewarned is forearmed. In Latin, maga, M-A-G-A, maga, refers to a female magician or sorceress. It derives from the Greek word magos, M-A-G-O-S, which means magician or wise man. The cultural significance in ancient Roman culture, a maga could be seen as both a figure of intrigue or fear, often associated with mystical arts. The Father calls us to look with spiritual eyes. There is a MAGA movement. Think about that. Think about the spiritual deception it took to get 20 million Christians to call themselves MAGA. Think how funny that is to Satan. Think how much they're laughing at you and I, the useless eaters. Yesterday, someone left a comment under my video asking if people had been affected by the shutdown. I wanted to hear their story. And he said, God bless MAGA. Okay. Well, let me continue to tell you what MAGA really means. In Sudanese, MAGA means dragon. In Latin, it means magic, magical, or witch. In Spanish, it means an illusionist. In Estonian, it means to be asleep. In Polish, it means magician. In Sanskrit, it means priest of the sun. In Japanese, it means sucker. In Nigerian, it means an easily fooled idiot. Thank you for the super chat, NJK. So, friends and family of the internet, tell me again, how is this saving America? If politics can cause you to lose friends and family and turn me off and walk away from me and what we have built here together, is MAGA really worth it? Thank you for becoming a seed, Mountain Mama. John 10:27, my sheep hear my voice and I know them and they follow me. Amen. It also tells us in the Bible, if possible, even the elect will be deceived. So again, are you MAGA or are you a conservative? Words matter, and you should use them wisely. John 1:1 in the Bible tells us, sorry guys, and the light shines in the darkness, comprehend it not. The darkness comprehend it not. I told you the definition of